Morehead State head women's basketball coach Tom Hodges and junior guard Almesha Jones join us here on MSUEagles.com after a big home win over Jacksonville State. Coach, why don't you give a quick opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions.
Well, I just thought it was a testament to our players after the weekend we had last weekend. We had some good practices this week, and one of our mantras is you play how you practice, and certainly today we played that way. We're afforded ourselves a big start. That was a big key for us to start out good. We knew how explosive Jacksonville State was in transition. We didn't give them anything early, and certainly executed early. Really proud of our ladies and how they conducted themselves today.
Coach, I know that you guys have been on the receiving end of teams coming out hot and getting big leads early. What was it like to be on the other side of it today?
I told them at halftime, we need to enjoy this a little bit. Certainly don't need to overlook it. We got to play the second half, but you're right. We've been on the opposite end of that, so it did feel good to know hard work pays off. Sometimes it's not easy when you're going through it. And through those 6 a.m. practices and, constantly having to work defense, for an hour and a half, 2 hours. But that makes days like this sweet. So I was really proud of them. Thought the game plan was executed perfectly. Everybody we put on the floor really carried out the game plan well and had a hand in this win.
Almesha, you hit your first 6 shots. What was working for you early in the first half?
Well, this whole week, Coach he was telling us we got to be focused to get a win. We've been struggling on the road. It was our time to get a win, so I just came out real focused.
Coach, can you elaborate on Almesha's performance today?
Well, if you look at her numbers, she's among not even the best guards in the conference, the best players in the conference since 8-9 games into the league. Leading the conference in steals, leading in assists, gets 9 assists today. Therese goes out, don't know what's going to happen there, and she has to play probably more minutes than she should in the type of game that we had today, but that's the only other point guard option that we have. So she is, I've said this before and I'll continue to say it, and I'm so proud of her. She's always been a good player and she's turning into a great player, but she's been a captain. She was a captain today. When things were a little off course, she got us back on course. When we looked a little unsettled, we got settled. And that's what probably the proudest thing that I am for Almesha is the mature game that she's playing with now, and certainly she's getting the results from that.
Is Therese okay?
Don't know. She got hit pretty good. She got her bell rung pretty good. So I'd hate to speculate, but I would assume it's probably a concussion, and we'll have to really guard against doing anything with her and playing for the long haul, no matter what happens with her.
You got to be really happy with your bench production. 18-5, you outscored Jacksonville State's bench today.
Yeah, Aaliyah comes in, and Aaliyah had really good practices this week. I've been really tough on Aaliyah, and she's continued to stay the course. I thought everybody that came in really contributed. Again, Shiloh getting her first start in some time. 5 threes, and hits probably one of the biggest threes of the game in the second half when they made a little mini run, hit 6 or 8 straight points, and then she busts back and hits a big 3, gets us back up 20, and that was a big time play. Not only that, defensively, she probably carried out as solid a game plan as we've had out of that spot. So really proud of our whole basketball team. They worked for this one, Mac. They worked. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday mornings at 6 a.m. They work to get this one.
It's you're 4-5 in the OVC. It's with the calendar turning over to February. This is gut check time for you guys.
It is. That was the pregame talk. They don't remember what you do in November and December. They remember what you do in February and March. That's what they write stories about. That's what hangs banners is February and March. So we got to be able to move the needle a little bit. This was a big win for us. We'll enjoy it until midnight, and then come tomorrow, we got to get ready for Belmont. It'll be an easy scout because it's fresh on our mind, and certainly we dropped one in Nashville. We feel like we let it slip away. So excited to be back on the court and tomorrow and have another opportunity to hopefully build on this momentum.
Almesha, let's talk a little bit about the upcoming game. You guys get a second chance at Belmont. That's one you probably felt like you could have had down there just last week. What will be the biggest focus in getting you over the hump to maybe get a win against Belmont here Monday night?
Well, our biggest focus, we need to focus on boxing out and rebounding. If you box out, rebound, play defense, that's what's going to win games. If everybody play together on the offensive end, we'll be all right, but defense is what win games.
Talk about a little bit about rebounding. Both of you, I'll start with you, Almesha. You did out-rebound Jacksonville today. You know, haven't been maybe the greatest rebounding team as far as stats this year, but it seemed like everybody really pounded the boards today. You're actually one of the top rebounders on the team. So just focus and talk a little bit about the rebounding effort today.
Well, that's basically what we work on in practice. If you don't rebound, if we don't get out defensive rebounds and the other team get offensive rebounds, they get more possessions than us. We always want to get more possessions than our opponent, so Coach always drilled us that we need to get rebounds.
Yeah, Coach, can you elaborate on this?
I couldn't say it better than she has. It's just, it has been in the games that we've dropped. I think we've probably played better offense and sometimes better defense than our opponent. But it doesn't matter if they get twice as many possessions as you get. And those cylinder rebounds are the ones that have really hurt us. And I thought for the most part today, we did a really nice job controlling the paint, controlling the cylinder. They got a few long ones, but for the most part, we controlled the cylinder. Mac had a double-double, which is huge. She gets 10 rebounds a night. We're going to be in great shape. Tay Couch, she only got 5, but probably touched 10 more that she didn't get, and we were able to corral and get. So that's certainly an emphasis. It will continue to be an emphasis. I'm really, really proud of that stat. Probably that stat and 20 assists to 29 field goals, that's team basketball.
All right, guys. Congrats on a big win today. Back here Monday night against Belmont, 6 o'clock. Thanks again.
Thanks, Matt. Live action.